Thank you, Jim and Martha. Now we will hear words by Anita Endrezze. She's a Yaqui and European artist and poet with 4 books of art, poetry, and prose, as well as a children's book in Danish. Her work today will be read by Maiah Merino, a native Yaqui Opata Mayo Chicana Lebanese woman, descended from Ceres Stardust, who ushers in poems and stories from the other realms, ready to be passed on.
So I'm going to start with Anita's poems. I feel really honored to represent her work today. The first one is the Daily News. Bombs leveraging the sky, the choppy sea and its fulcrum of clouds, a child face down on the shore, a man cries, that woman stares into the bone of grief. The TV is on, and there is a war in between acts. Some of us want to cradle the wounded in our arms, others want to be the teeth of the beast. The Wall by Anita Endrezze. Build a wall of saguaros, butterflies and bones of those who perished in the desert. A wall of worn shoes, dry water bottles, poinsettias, constructed of gilded or crazy house mirrors so some can see their true faces. Build a wall of revolving doors or revolutionary abuelas. Make it as high as the sun, strong as the tequila. Boulders of sugar skulls, adobe or ghosts, a Lego wall or bubble wrap. A wall of hands holding hands, hair braided from one woman to another, one country to another. A wall made of Berlin. A wall made for tunneling. A beautiful wall of taco trucks. A wall of silent stars and migratory songs. This wall of solar panels and holy light, panels of compressed Cheetos, topped not by barbed wire, but sprouting avocado seeds, those Aztec testicles. A wall to keep us in and them out. It will have faces and heartbeats. Dreams will be terrorists. The wall will divide towns, homes, mountains, the sky that airplanes fly through with their potential illegals. Our wallets will be on life support to pay for it. Let it be built of guacamole so we can have a bigly block party. Mortared with chocoto, chocolate. Build it from coyote howls and wild horses drumming across the plains of Texas, from the memories of hummingbird warriors and healers. Stack it thick as blood, which has mingled for centuries, la vida. Dig the foundation deep. Create a 2,000-mile altar lit with votive candles of those who have crossed over, defending freedom under spangled stars, and drape it with rebosos and sweetgrass. Make it from 2-way windows. The wind will interrogate us, the rivers will judge us, for they know how to separate and divide to become whole. Pink Floyd will inaugurate it. Ex-Presidente Fox will give it the middle finger salute. Wile E. Coyote will run headlong into it and survive long after history forgets us. Bees will find sand-scoured holes and fill it with honey. Heroin will cover it in blood. But it will be a beautiful wall, a huge wall. Remember to put a rose-strewn doorway in Nogales where my grandmother crossed over, pistols on her hips. Make it a gallery of graffiti art, a refuge for tumbleweeds, a border of stories we already know by heart. So I wanted to find a piece that would connect my work to her work, and so I was inspired to write this short essay It's a work in progress. It's called Walls and Bridges. Growing up in Compton, California, we had walls at every corner. Although some would say imaginary, territory was territory. When you crossed into another gang's territory without permission, there were consequences. We had alliances with another gang because of my brother, so we could travel quite a ways without being bothered by anyone. And by we, I mean my younger brother and I. On most days, we walked all the way to the pool around the corner, past the farmer's market, 5 blocks from our house, across the street from the statue of La Virgen, and our Catholic school, Our Lady of the Rosary, and not get stopped. But on our way back, often someone would stand in front of us on the sidewalk, block our passage until we told them my brother's name, and we were let by, unharmed. I acted like I didn't care, I wasn't afraid, when I knew they could knife or kill us at any second. We walked our streets not seeing anything like the drug deals going down or people being robbed or harassed, because if they caught us looking, we were next. We all knew the rules, and even with the enforced police curfews, you could still hear gunshots in my neighborhood at night. Those walls, mine and theirs, made sense. My mom also had a wall around her rose garden, those cement ones to keep the roses from getting trampled on by my 3 brothers. Desgraciados, que no pueden dejar nada en paz, y no se respeta ninguna persona. She spit as she looked at them, yelling. Each rose represented one of us in our births, so she talked to them like they were us. Your younger brother's amarillo es un poco flaco y enfermo, pobrecito. Yellow, skinny, and sickly, my younger brother was born 2 months premature and always seemed needy, like he was lacking something. He got teased a lot in our family. Yours is doing okay, she would say, un poco enyosa, como ti. A veces se ve anaranjado y otros días morado, como si no puede decidir quién era. Moody like you. Some days it looks orange, other days purple, like it can't decide who it wants to be. My 2 older brothers, machismo flowers. Bright, crimson, pert, the most vibrantly puffed, but tended to get bugs that infested the rest of us. She talked of transplanting them into a separate garden. Mom was most enchanted with her own mango watermelon variety. Mira cómo se sienten ansiosas y nerviosas. She was obsessed with how anxious and worried they always looked. She talked to them about their spots and told them they would be okay. She fed them coffee grounds from her morning cafe, which was ceremonial for her. She said it made their soils stronger and gave them extra nutrients. When I got older and left LA to go to a private, predominantly white, wealthy college, I learned about bridges. There were no bridges anywhere I traveled in LA, so I'd never traveled across one before moving to the Northwest. I loved them at first sight, the way they connected land over water, their complex architecture. And like seeing trees I'd never seen before, outside of palm or orange, bridges were passages into new territory. So when I took a class called The Ethics of Nonviolence and read books by Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Dorothy Day, and Thich Nhat Hanh, I understood I could never go back. I could never go back. Born and raised in silence and secrets where the language was felt, smelled, or seen by that look in the eye that told you whether someone was with you or not, was questioned. The spell broken, a chrysalis moment. It was there I became a writer. Okay, so I want to read a poem that I revised. It's called Sunflower. Sunflower, I pray you have some strange powers encoded in your seeds our Mayan ancestors used to feed, heal, and beautify with, because we need all of this. I pray the pollen of your body be the new seeds of peace released throughout the land, planted in the hearts and soil of each person. And like Holocaust survivor Simon Wiesenthal, I wonder what your body on top of Nazi graves should mean for our own fate, because beauty does not discriminate. Sunflowers, so many sunsets never seen, so many children torn from homes because of our just wars, and I just don't know when your pollen will reach their skyways, providing the nutrients they need. Sunflower, I pray the sunlight sown into your seeds be the justice we need that can never be shadowed from the wind. I pray these days often. Thank you.